Good morning, this is Fred Hadley on a foggy February 7th at 8:22 a.m. and we're standing alongside Dorset H in Century Village, and we're at the driver feedback sign on Century Village Boulevard, and we're just curious to see whether the fog is going to slow people down or are they still going to come roaring through. So there's a guy going about 33. Of course, the posted limit on the main roads here is 20 miles an hour in Century Village, Boca Raton. And with conditions like this, you'd be well advised to adhere to that speed limit. So we thought we'd take a look and see if the weather has any effect, whether people are slowing down or not. It seems about normal. Most of the cars are going through between 30 and 40. Well, here comes somebody on the left at a reasonable speed, I guess, for Century Village. Oops, he's picking up speed. Slowing down now. Well, there's several vehicles going in the 20s, and now somebody's coming along about 35 miles an hour. A red car, as you might expect. Most of the cars seem to be holding under 30, which of course is technically speeding here. As you can see, the limit is 20 miles an hour on Century Village Boulevard. We're looking east towards the turnpike. And amazingly, this fog shows no sign of lifting. I would have thought by now the sun might have burned it off, but looking at the watch, see if we can see the temperature is 66 degrees and foggy. Now it's picked up a few degrees. When I came out earlier, it was 64. So again, we're standing alongside Century Village Boulevard, which is the main drag. We're facing east. Incoming traffic goes by a "Your Speed" sign, which is a radar gun or some speed detection device. I don't know if it's radar or LiDAR, but in any event, as the cars approach, the sign reads out their speed, and almost nobody follows the speed limits in Century Village, even in the fog. You can see the visibility is not much more than a 1/8 of a mile or so. We'll wait for a few more cars and then we'll wrap this one up. About 8:28 Monday morning, February 7th, and not too much traffic coming into the village right now. So anyway, if you're out there, make sure you have your headlights on and be prepared to stop. Visibility is very poor this morning. What happened to all the inbound traffic? Seems like everybody's leaving the village this morning. Nobody's coming in. As we pan around over toward the lake, you can just about make out the water, the shoreline there, and there's a pedestrian, and that would be the Cornwall Exeter tennis court behind that grove of palm trees. I heard somebody thwacking a ball earlier on the New England side. All right, here comes a car, and 29 miles an hour. Okay, so anyway, this has been Fred Hadley reporting live. We were just curious to see whether this fog was slowing any people down. We're at the driver feedback sign on Century Village Boulevard, which is measuring the speed of the incoming traffic alongside Dorset H on the south side of our village. Well, we'll sign off now. Thank you very much for watching, and be safe.